Auschwitz, an epitome of horror and death, commanded by one of history's most infamous figures, Rudolf Höss. Captured, tried, and executed, his story is a testament to the pursuit of justice in the aftermath of unimaginable atrocity. Join us as we delve into the rise and fall of the man behind the Holocaust's deadliest camp. As the Second World War came to an end, the true extent of the Nazi regime's atrocities began to emerge. The Allies, capturing more territory and liberating numerous concentration camps, revealed horrors that shocked the world. Among these camps was Auschwitz, the largest Nazi concentration camp, liberated by the Red Army on January 27, 1945. The liberation of Auschwitz revealed the depths of human cruelty. Over 1 million men, women, and children were exterminated within its barbed wire fences. This documentary explores the life and crimes of Rudolf Höss, the man who orchestrated these atrocities. Upon entering Auschwitz, the Red Army discovered over 1 million people had been murdered within its walls. Over 7,000 prisoners remained, many on the brink of death. The liberation of Auschwitz and other camps exposed the sheer scale of the Holocaust, cementing the Third Reich as one of the most evil regimes in history. Survivors recounted their harrowing experiences, painting a vivid picture of the daily horrors they endured. They spoke of starvation, forced labor, and the constant threat of death. Survivor 1. We were treated worse than animals. Every day we saw friends and family taken away, never to return. Survivor 2. The liberation was a miracle, but the memories of what happened in those camps haunt me to this day. Rudolf Höss was born on November 25, 1901, in Baden-Baden, Germany. His early life was marked by discipline and a strict upbringing. At 15, he ran away from home to join the German army during World War I. Höss was the youngest non-commissioned officer in the German army, a testament to his zeal and ruthlessness. After the war, Höss felt betrayed by the Treaty of Versailles and became involved in nationalist movements. He joined the Freikorps, a paramilitary organization where he participated in violent actions against perceived enemies of Germany. In 1922, after hearing Adolf Hitler speak in Munich, Höss joined the Nazi Party. His violent tendencies were evident when he participated in the brutal murder of a schoolteacher, Walter Kardau, who was suspected of betraying another Nazi. Höss was sentenced to 10 years in prison for the crime, but was released after 4 years. Upon release, Höss married Hedwig Hensel and had 5 children. Despite his heinous actions, he maintained a facade of a dedicated family man. In 1934, he joined the SS, where his path crossed with Heinrich Himmler, who saw potential in Höss's ruthless efficiency. Höss's SS career began at Dachau concentration camp, where he quickly rose through the ranks. His strict discipline and organizational skills caught the attention of his superiors. He was later transferred to Sachsenhausen, where his role expanded to include managing the camp's daily operations. At Sachsenhausen, Höss became known for his brutal efficiency. He was appointed to lead the execution squad and personally carried out the execution of August Dickmann, a Jehovah's Witness who refused to serve in the German army. This act marked the beginning of Höss's involvement in mass murder. Höss's administrative skills were put to use in improving the efficiency of the camps. He introduced methods to maximize the number of prisoners held and worked to reduce the cost of their upkeep, further dehumanizing those under his command. On May 1, 1940, Höss was appointed commandant of a prison camp in western Poland, which he would transform into the infamous Auschwitz complex. The camp was strategically located at a railway junction, allowing for the easy transportation of prisoners. Under Höss's leadership, Auschwitz grew rapidly. It expanded into 3 main sections: Auschwitz I, Auschwitz II Birkenau, and Auschwitz III Monowitz. Each section had a specific function in the camp's genocidal operations. Auschwitz I served as the administrative center, housing the SS offices and barracks. Birkenau, or Auschwitz II, was the largest section and the primary site for exterminations. Monowitz, or Auschwitz III, was an industrial complex where prisoners were used as slave labor. Höss lived at Auschwitz with his family in a villa near the camp. Despite his monstrous actions, he maintained a semblance of normal family life, a stark contrast to the hellish conditions faced by the prisoners. In June 1941, Heinrich Himmler visited Auschwitz and informed Höss about the final solution, the Nazi plan to exterminate the Jewish population of Europe. Auschwitz was chosen for its size and rail access, making it an ideal location for mass murder. Höss immediately began preparations for large-scale exterminations. He experimented with various methods of mass murder, ultimately settling on the use of Zyklon B gas. This poison, originally used as a pesticide, was chosen for its efficiency and lethal effectiveness. The first gas chamber was established in Auschwitz first, but soon larger facilities were built in Birkenau to accommodate the increasing number of deportees. These gas chambers, disguised as showers, could kill thousands of people in a single day. Prisoners were transported to Auschwitz in cattle cars, often after enduring days without food or water. Upon arrival, they were subjected to a selection process. Those deemed unfit for labor, primarily children, the elderly and the infirm, were sent directly to the gas chambers. Höss's methods were ruthlessly efficient. He oversaw the deaths of over 1 million people, including 430,000 Hungarian Jews, in just 56 days during Operation Höss. The scale and speed of the killings at Auschwitz were unprecedented. The belongings of those murdered were sorted and repurposed. Gold teeth were extracted from corpses, and hair was used to make textiles. This industrial approach to murder was a horrifying hallmark of Auschwitz. As the Allies closed in on Germany, Höss fled Auschwitz in January 1945. He evaded capture by assuming a false identity and working on a farm in northern Germany. However, his freedom was short-lived. On March 11, 1946, British soldiers acting on a tip-off arrested Höss on the farm. Despite initially denying his identity, he eventually confessed, providing a detailed account of his crimes at Auschwitz. Höss testified at the Nuremberg trials, revealing the scale of his atrocities. His detailed confessions were chilling as he recounted the systematic extermination process with a disturbing lack of remorse. Höss's testimony was crucial in understanding the full extent of the Holocaust. His cold, clinical descriptions of mass murder shocked the court and the world. After his testimony, Höss was extradited to Poland, where he stood trial in Warsaw. The Polish Supreme National Tribunal found him guilty of murder and crimes against humanity, sentencing him to death. On April 16, 1947, Rudolf Höss was executed at Auschwitz, the very place where he had inflicted unimaginable suffering. At 10:08 a.m., the hangman pulled the stool from under him, and he was pronounced dead at 10:21 a.m. Höss's execution was a moment of justice for the millions who perished under his command. 4 days before his death, Höss penned a final letter acknowledging his guilt and expressing remorse for his actions. Excerpt from Höss's letter: "I have caused so much suffering and death. I deserve the punishment I have received." Today, Auschwitz stands as a somber memorial to the victims of the Holocaust. The sight of Höss's execution is a powerful reminder of the consequences of unchecked hatred and the importance of justice. Rudolf Höss's legacy remains one of horror and inhumanity. His actions as the commandant of Auschwitz place him among the most evil figures in history. His execution was a step towards justice for the millions who perished under his watch. Remembering Höss's crimes and the atrocities of Auschwitz is essential. It ensures that we never forget the depths of human cruelty and reinforces our commitment to preventing such horrors in the future. To support our channel and learn more about history's darkest chapters, please make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching.